diabetes, infertility, immune deficiency, breast cancer, and prostate cancer. Do I have your attention? These are just some of the things that have been given credit to freaking trans fats. Trans fats, not good for us. They are so not good for us that, what's the state? What's the city? What are the areas? New York City has already outlawed it. Boston and Chicago, they're planning to ban the use of trans fats. Hi, I'm Dr. Peters of Peters Wellness, Chiropractic, and Massage, and this week's Optimal Health University is talking about trans fats. And I'm going to read some of these terms here. The other thing we talk about is partially hydrogenation, when they add hydrogen to the fat to make it partially hydrogenated so it lasts longer on the shelf. Good for the food company, not necessarily good for us. So, what would be better? Olive oil, like a monounsaturated lipid. It boosts beneficial HDL while lowering LDL. So HDL is the one, it's the cholesterol that everybody says is the good cholesterol. Now they're both good because if we didn't have them, we wouldn't exist. But LDL is considered the bad, HDL is considered the good. So things like olive oil raise the HDL and lower the LDL. When you talk about trans fats, they actually raise the LDL and pull down the HDL. So you don't want the trans fats. Now I'm going to flip this over here because another good point on here is talking about interesterified fat or fully hydrogenated oils. Now they did a study on this and the research showed interesterified fat raised blood glucose and depressed insulin in humans. Well, what does that sound like? You ever heard the term freaking diabetes? So stay away from these things. Read this week's handout. It's going to show up on a link. You'll get it emailed to you. Educate yourself. When you're looking at children, prepackaged food, these are the things you really want to look at. And on the back, they really talked about this here. The ingredient list, look for these terms, okay? Partially hydrogenated, hydrogenated, or fully hydrogenated. If that is in front of the name of anything in there, you'd like to try to stay away from it. Okay? Another thing here, partially hydrogenated designates a trans fat. Hydrogenated or fully hydrogenated refers to an interesterified fat. And it sounds like the interesterified fats are actually being looked upon as maybe even being worse than the trans fat. So educate yourself. Look some of these terms up. I mean, I'm reading it off here because it's just amazing. This is just an amazing handout. I think you'll love it. Get it, read it, share the video, let people know. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for us and get this information in your head so that you can live a healthier life. All right? Have an awesome week.